Hello and welcome to another video. Today is a sketchbook tour. It is a tour specifically of Sketchbook 29. This is a Be Creative marker sketchbook or sketchpad, whatever you want to say. I used this sketchbook, we'll see in a second when I open it, but I remember I used it and I really didn't like it. I don't really like harp too much on it, but because it's like a negative review, and I don't know how I feel about negative reviews. I mean, it could be negative for me. That doesn't necessarily mean it'll be negative for you guys. So I'll just tell you how I felt about it at the time. It's just, the paper is super smooth. And the reason I bought it was because I looked up sketchbooks that had really smooth paper. And so the paper is really smooth. And so that was nice that it was super smooth. It's really nice to touch. But the issue is that since it was so smooth, it really had trouble taking pencil. And also the ink would sit on the paper for a really long time and like take forever to dry, including the marker ink. And so I think maybe this would be better paper for like printing things on and then coloring, as opposed to drawing on it and then trying to ink it and then trying to color on it. And I remember not really liking the way it felt with my markers also. I felt like it had a lot of speckling. But we'll see, because we're going to go through the sketchbook. And it's been a while since I've gone through it just because I really didn't like it. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So this one was from January 2019 to September 2019. This is one of those drawings, probably from the last sketchbook tour or the one before that, of those like 50s inspired girls. And they were like trying to find ways to off themselves. This was the one I was doing for a poisoned milkshake, but it doesn't really fit the same way as the other ones do. First and foremost, it's a lot bigger than the other ones were, and her body proportions are a lot different, which is not a problem because obviously people's proportions are different. But since it's like so much bigger, I feel like the proportions are actually not off. It's just that the drawing is so much bigger. And I feel like if I just shrink it down a little bit, the proportions would feel a little bit better, to me anyway. And you can kind of see how I was feeling about the paper, because it has like these little speckled parts on the yellow, and the red is being streaky is probably just my fault. I didn't fill up the marker enough, but I was trying to do like flat layers of color, especially like darker colors like these browns. They were really speckled to me, and that really bugged me a lot. Oh, look, some of these have dates on them. This was in March, and it was a guy crying. Sorry for the blood. I forgot about the blood. I was trying to draw guys again. A very long time, I feel like I could not draw men at all. I've gotten a little bit better at it, I feel like, over the years, thankfully. But that's because I've spent years trying to do it. Before, I would draw a guy every once in a while, and I feel like that's probably why I wasn't improving, because I was spending the majority of my time drawing one gender. I'm not gonna say that one gender is better than the other for drawing. If you want to only draw one gender, that's chill, that's cool. It's just that I wanted to expand it into both genders, mostly for comic reasons. Well, not both genders, all genders, if that makes a bit more sense. And so yeah, for comic reasons, I felt like I needed to draw all genders. And so I needed to start drawing dudes, and people who look like dudes, you know what I mean? So I feel like this is probably one of my more successful tries at drawing a dude for the first time. Don't know why he's like an army guy. Don't ask me. I don't remember why at the time I felt like I wanted to do that. I think I drew the necklace, and I was like, well, I guess if I draw the necklace, it kind of looks like dog tags. And so I was like, we'll just do like a camo background. I feel like the reason I was able to, I don't know, something about this is I think I gave him a beard because I was like, men have beards, right? That'll make it more masculine, which I guess it does. I mean, I'm not really like super good at drawing beards, and so I'm not really sure if the beard or his little goatee is even super noticeable. But I don't know. You know what's so funny about these drawings is that there's like all this like detail and color and stuff, like detail, but you know what I mean? Like the coloring is a little bit more detailed, and then on the ears, it's just flat. It's so funny. It took me a really long time to figure out how I like to draw ears. I was looking at ears and I thought, oh, this has to be so complicated and stuff. And now I just draw like, just like a swoop, swoop, and just a little bit, just to indicate that the ear is not like a flat shape. And it actually helps a lot. Some people, I tried to do like the one that's like the simple, like the X in the ear, and I was like, I can't do that one. That's a little too simple for me. But even the way that I do the ears is now super simple, but this was super simple, and it's just like, the ears don't look like ears. They look like flat discs on the side of their heads. Which is not a problem, but the only issue is like that, like the rest of it is a little bit more colored and more detailed, and then the ears kind of sort of stick out because they're like too flat. A drawing of a girl, and she's like, I think she's supposed to be a fox when I drew this, but I don't know. It just doesn't really read very well. It looks kind of boring. I remember the initial sketch for this being a little bit more, I just remember liking the thumbnail sketch a lot better than I liked the finished product, which is pretty on par for me. I feel like my thumbnails have a lot of energy, and then when I ever sketch it out all the way, it doesn't like it. I think it was going to be a draw this in your style, and I never did it. Oh, this is some planning. I was going to do the, what's it called? I guess now it's called your evil art challenge, where you like do the opposite of what your art looks like. Before it was called that, it was called like style swap or something like that, something similar to that. I was planning it out. I don't think you see it in this sketchbook, but yeah, it's in a different sketchbook actually. I don't know if it's a sketchbook I'll ever show you guys, because it's like I sort of kind of hate it a lot, and also there's like some drawings that I don't want to share with people in that one. So this is a drawing of a girl. As you can see, I used that green marker, and it has like over time, it has like the yellow has like leached out of it, and it's like all over her eyes and stuff, which kind of sucks. I remember drawing this drawing and I hated it. I think part of it is that the background is pink, and I feel like the color is not super cohesive. I don't know why I drew her body parts being separated like that, but I feel like it doesn't read very well, especially for the hand that's going over her body. It's like I should have drawn her wearing like a full top and not a tank top, so that way you can actually see the distinction between her fingers, that they're cut off. Like this here on the neck is fine, and this here on this finger is fine, but it doesn't really read here. You know what I mean? I tried to draw that girl with the ears again because I really didn't like it. And then I drew it again, but honestly, now that I look at this one and the other one, they look pretty much exactly the same. So I drew it a third time, and it didn't come out well, so I didn't finish it. This was a drawing for St. Patrick's Day, and these are just little doodles. This is another drawing I didn't like. And then I went into the eyes and did like this weird gross thing here. That might have been because of the ink of my marker, but I remember at the time I was so mad because I was like, oh, this is coming out okay. And then I did the eyes and I was like, fuck. And then I went on and did the other eye anyway, because I was like, it's already ruined, so I might as well just finish it, ruining it. It wasn't that bad. I think I like the color scheme. I just don't like the execution, that's all. I like her little mad face though. A drawing of a girl who's very clearly Buttercup inspired, I think. It's just those ears kill me every time I see them. It's just so funny. They're just like so flat. This is me gonna draw one of Delightful's dolls. I can't remember his name. Oh my gosh. He's the boy doll who is like a Harajuku inspired boy doll. I think he's a Dekoraki boy. I think I learned about Dekoraki from Delightful. And she's kind of like part of the reason why I got so into Dekoraki for like drawings and stuff. I tried to draw her OC here, and I wasn't coming out the way that I liked it. And also I messed up with the lines. The neck part, I didn't erase the pencil, I guess, so I went over the lines where his fingers went. And that kind of sort of killed it for me. And then also the patchiness of the color for his skin. The marker is all the way full. It's just like this paper. It's just like really unforgiving to uneven layers of marker. And so it kind of bothered me a lot. I felt it was better for smaller things. I did these little cute, like this girl is like supposed to be a dog, I think, or a cat. And he's supposed to be a dog or a cat. I can't remember. I feel like it looks nice for these little illustrations. But for the bigger stuff, it's like not so great. I feel like maybe I would be able to use this marker paper a little bit better now that I draw smaller. But for bigger stuff, it was not the vibe, in my opinion. A drawing of a girl blowing bubbles. I remember really liking this at the time because I like the way the bubbles came out. I know bubbles are not really this like rainbow-like, but I really like the stylization of it. I looked up a tutorial for how to color bubbles, and they're like, rainbow bubbles. They didn't say rainbow bubbles, it's just bubbles. And bubbles do sort of reflect light a lot. But not like, mostly like in one spot. I feel like mostly it's clear, and like there's like certain spots when you look at it that are rainbow, not like the whole thing being rainbow. But I really like the colors for this one. The only thing I don't really like is that hand. It feels like her pinky is broken. But other than that, I really like it a lot. I think maybe I could change the color of the bottle so that way the bottle is not blending in with her shirt so much. But I like that the bubbles reflect the color in her eyes. I think it's cute. I don't think I would redo this one because it kind of is a little bit daunting to me now, but maybe I'll try. I'll see. I feel like the blowing the bubbles would not be the hard part. It would just be recreating this bubble. The rainbow bubbles would be hard for me. Some little doodles. These two are just random doodles of people that I made up. But these are some My Hero doodles. It's Deku, and that's Bakugo. I was still in my Hero phase at this point. And then that one is Shinzo. For a long time, I really didn't really feel comfortable making fan art. I just feel like whenever I made fan art, it kind of felt like disingenuous. It's like, you like the thing, it's not disingenuous, right? It's like you're just expressing your enjoyment of the thing in your sketchbook. And also, nobody has to see your sketchbook. I mean, you guys are seeing my sketchbook now, but I drew this 5 years ago, so it's like, buddy, you didn't have to put all that pressure on yourself. A drawing of a girl. I think she was supposed to be a vampire, but then when I colored it, I was like, it gives off much more gargoyle vibes than vampire. So I don't know. A drawing of Todoroki. I think the scar is on the wrong side, but I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know. Just a drawing of a lady I made up. This is me testing out some markers that I had gotten at the time. I don't know if I was testing them because they were new or I was testing them because I wanted to try them on the paper. And as you can see, when you draw smaller, it's a lot less patchy. A lot less speckled anyway. Drawing of a little demon guy. This is a redraw of my character Shelly from my very first sketchbook. You might remember her. Maybe I'll put up a picture of her right here. But yeah, this is actually the last time I drew her again, and sometime in 2019. I don't know why. She's the only one I ever want to redraw. I remember that I wanted to make her eyes really big because I remember when I was designing her from the very, very first time, she was supposed to have really large eyes. And so I looked at this and I was like, it's still kind of cute. It is a smaller drawing, like I said, so even the purple, I mean, it still has a little speckling, but it's a lot less noticeable because the drawing is so small, especially on the face and the hat. Like, I actually like the way this drawing looks. I feel like this is how you're supposed to use the paper. You're supposed to make smaller drawings on it. So if I ever wanted to use it again, I might make smaller drawings on it. I just probably will not ever buy it again just because I remember it was a pain in the ass to sketch on, and that's probably my biggest issue. Maybe I would be okay with that now because I sketch in pen most of the time, but then also I remember the ink for the drawings would be easily wiped away. Like they would smudge really easily because it'd take a long time for the ink to dry, and smudging ink is like one of my biggest pet peeves for art. And so I don't know, it's probably not for me, but maybe it's for you guys. Maybe if you look at this sketchbook and you're like, wow, I really like the results of that, maybe you'd be into that and you don't really care about like the sketching difficulty or something. Yeah, but I remember I really liked this drawing and I still really like it. I think her body came out pretty good. I feel like now I could probably do the shoes, and I think I would do something about those sleeves. I was trying to draw her really cutesy, where she's like cutesy and she's like, aha, I'm a cute little girl, lady, and like her sleeves are too long, like that kind of like vibe of like a girl with her sleeves being too long. But now that kind of bugs me. I don't really like it. But overall, that's like the only thing I have wrong with the drawing. And I also really like how big her eyes are on her face. A drawing of Marceline. This is actually for a challenge that one of my mutuals on Instagram was hosting at the time. And yeah, that's what this drawing was for. And then the next couple of drawings were also for that. It was like a week of stuff. And it was only 4 days. So, as you can see, I use a red marker, but the yellow is leaching out of the red, which is unfortunate because I still kind of like this drawing. I mean, I don't think it looks like Marceline too much. I feel like the face is off. But other than that, the vibe is there. A drawing I didn't finish. A drawing of a Frankenstein, but she's kind of preppy. One of the prompts was to draw this like outfit. Well, like it had like this shirt and these pants on like the prompt list. Like for like it was like a Pinterest board prompt type thing. Photo collage type prompt, and so I drew her in those clothes. And I was like, oh, she looks really cute. And I still think she looks really cute. I feel like her body is way off. I've actually drawn her again. I don't know if I posted that for you guys, but I feel like I really like the face for this. And I really like that outfit. I think it's just very cute. I like her little afro. I think it's all very sweet, very cute. And then this was another one for those prompts. It's just a pretty boy. I just wanted to draw a pretty boy. And I looked at this because I flipped through my sketchbook before I do the sketchbook tour just a little bit. So that there's nothing super inappropriate in there. And I was thinking I want to redraw this guy just because now I know how to draw dudes. I feel like maybe I could make him look pretty. I don't know. I'll think about it though. A drawing of a girl, and she's skating. And she's having a little bit of trouble, but that's okay because she's still trying. I really appreciate that. I kind of wish I had done a little bit more with the background because I tried right here to do like like those are the lights from like the roller skating rink, but I feel like just draw like a little bit in the rink in the back and maybe it would have been fine. But I think I was too, what's it called? It's a little bit too afraid of doing something like that, I guess. This was still for those same prompts, and it was just a girl drinking a milkshake, and she was a cat girl, just cause, I guess. I can't remember why, but it's not poison this time, so that's good. This was a Draw This in Your Style. I don't remember who it was for, but it was on Instagram. I just didn't put their name there. For a couple of them, I have put their name like on the side or here. I don't think I remember to do it for this one, so. Whoever they are, they asked me to participate in it, and I was like, okay. And I just don't, it's just like her skin is so patchy, especially darker colors on this paper. If you're a person who draws a lot of people with dark skin, or like you like draw a lot of trees or whatever, landscapes or something, I don't know if you would be okay with how patchy, and like the blending sometimes would be like really weird. Like, can you see that? I don't know. You guys. And the speckling. The speckling bothers me because I like a flat layer of color. But I know some people don't care about that. A drawing of Beetlejuice, but Beetlejuice from the musical. I had listened to the Beetlejuice musical for the first time, and I was like, I like it a lot. It was so funny because I don't like Beetlejuice the movie, but I like the Beetlejuice musical a lot. I don't know why. Probably because of the songs. But also I feel like the vibe is a little bit better. Less creepy. I don't know. I didn't finish that drawing though because it was too ambitious for me and I got scared. And so I did another one, and this is a lot less ambitious. And it was more in my wheelhouse. And so when I finished it, I was kind of disappointed in myself for giving up. I still think it's an okay drawing. It's like fine, but it is like a cop-out drawing, which makes me not like it so much. Trying to learn how to draw chibis here. I still don't know how to draw chibis. I'm trying my best. A drawing of a girl, and she's doing a cut throat sign. Just cause, I guess. I wanted to draw someone with kind of a creepy face. I still like this drawing. I just kind of wish, now that I'm looking at it, I just want like to add some white under those eyes. I'm not gonna do that. I don't know if you guys ever do that. You go like through your old sketchbooks and you're like, if I could just fix this, it would look better. I try not to do that because I feel like it kind of messes up the integrity of like the time capsule that is the piece. Not gonna say that other people should do that. I really don't care what other people do your thing. I just feel like for me, it bothers me a little bit. But I still like this drawing a lot. I just like her her bug eyes. I feel like she's not making a face. Her face just looks like that. Her eyes are always just big and wide. I like that sort of look. I think I talked about that before. I like when girls have like, I mean, I don't know about guys, but I like when girls in like my drawings, I like when their eyes are big and like weird looking. There's something I like about that. Probably because my eyes are big and weird looking. But I'm just kidding. I mean, they are big. I don't know if they're weird looking. I'd ask you guys, but I don't want to show my face. Sorry. A drawing of a girl, and she's Naruto running for some reason. This was going to be a drawing of someone with butterfly wings, and I never finished it. Or a butterfly tattoo. I feel like that could be fun. But I don't know. I've drawn people with tattoos, but I feel like they never look like real tattoos. This was a color palette challenge I did for fun. And I like the way it turned out. I don't remember why I wanted to make her a baseball player. But I did. It looks kind of nice. I don't dislike it. I actually think I like it a lot. Or maybe it's the color palette that I like. I don't know. I just feel bad because the purple doesn't really have any shading because the purple was my darkest color. I think maybe if I like used like the green for shading and then I like went over the purple, but that might have been nice. I don't know. This was me trying out different styles that I wanted to do for Inktober. I was planning on Inktober at this time, and I did 2 different inking styles, and I posted on my Instagram what other people wanted me to do for the inking style for Inktober, and they actually went with this one, which makes more sense because this is not really an inking style. This is just more like monochrome marker coloring, and this is more of like an inking thing, so I think maybe they just preferred this drawing because I feel like I messed up on her face, and that might be the issue. I don't know, though. I did the combination of these, though. I did some marker drawings that were, like, all the way colored, which is kind of cheating because that's not ink. I mean, it's called marker ink, right? But it's not, like, traditional, like, ink now. I feel like, I don't know if I'm going to do Inktober this year. I haven't done it in a couple. Did I do it last year? No, I don't think I did. I think the last time I did Inktober was, actually Cute Girl Tober, which was in 2021. And I obviously can't do Cute Girl October again because I'm making my way through those right now. I guess I could do it again, but I don't know. I did do daily posting for you guys. I don't know. If I did Inktober, I would have to push back like my sketchbook videos for like a month. So you guys can let me know if you'd like rather in October if you would like just like daily what's it called, daily Inktober videos, or if you would prefer to have like just like a normal routine and just show or whatever, and have like daily Inktober videos where it's like all week is Inktober, or it's like the 4 days out of the week is Inktober and then the Friday is a sketchbook tour. You can let me know and I'll plan accordingly. I mean, October is still a couple months away, so, and like I said, I don't even know if I'm gonna do Inktober this year. I just feel like it puts a lot of pressure on me. But the whole thing is now that I am drawing every day, or I'm posting every day anyway, and for the last couple of years for Inktober, I did do a lot of prep. I wish some prompt lists would get out earlier. Like, I wish some prompt lists would come out in, like, September, so that way I could, like, draw for the whole month of September, and then just, like, ink on the days that it's Inktober, and then have it done. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I do. I don't know yet. This was a drawing. I used that red marker again, so all that yellow bleed. This was actually, what color? What kind of marker is this? It is a Prismacolor red. I remember it being Prismacolor. Not to harp or be mean to Prismacolor and say that their red leaks, but this one does. So, this is a drawing of my Antichrist and Nephilim guy. I didn't even remember that I drew them this much, but I was really trying to figure out what I wanted them to look like, and I still don't like this design either. But this is them in their pajamas for some reason. This is just a bleed page. This was a drawing I did for fun. Oh, look, a little chibi. I actually kind of like this one a little bit better. It's getting closer to chibi proportions, I feel like. Maybe just the legs are the body's just too long. But I don't know. This is a drawing that I drew for fun. And it was like a girl sitting on like a thingy, what's it called? A pier with a mermaid. And I was liking it until I did like the background. And I was like, I hate this drawing. And then also, look at that. This markers, I just feel like it doesn't take this paper does not take dark colors very well. I don't know. It's just like not good for me, I think. I still like the vibe here because it's like, I don't know why they have the same hair color though. I'm just looking at that. Maybe they were like cousins or something. I don't know. So the other bleed page. I think that's actually, oh no, there's one more drawing. It's a drawing of like an orc or something. I used that same red, so it's got some bleed here. Actually, I don't remember why I drew this little guy. But I remember liking him at the time. I still kind of like him. He looks so worried. He kind of reminds me of like Gorgug from Fantasy High, who's like an orc who's like very like shy and stuff. So the kind of fits the vibe. I don't think I would design Gorgug to look like this. But he just has like a similar vibe to me, I think. And I think that's actually the last drawing in here. Oh, there's some little drawings. This is some Hope stuff. Back when his name was Ray for a long time. And then I just have some, what's it called? Some swatches. I think I was trying to test out which of my markers were dry. I used to use my markers a lot, so I'd always have to test out which ones were dry and which ones were not dry. So, yeah, and I'm pretty sure that is the last page in here with anything on it. I'm really proud of myself for actually, like I said, this is a Be Creative marker. It's an art journal, technically. It's 8.5 by 11. And what is the weight? It's 110 pounds, and it's only 50 sheets. So I'm actually really proud of myself for finishing that sketchbook as much as I did, because I really did not like that paper. But I guess I didn't want to waste it, which is very good. I would prefer not to waste paper. And it was only 50 sheets, so I actually finished it pretty well that time, you guys. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about this sketchbook. Outside of what I said about the drawings, like I said, I didn't really like the paper that much. Maybe I'd be willing to try it again if I had like one sheet. Actually, there's one final sheet in here, so maybe I will do a drawing on that one piece of paper to see if I like the paper, and then buy it again. I don't know. Probably not though, because I did just buy another sketchbook, and I have like 15 in the drawer dedicated to sketchbooks. I have to start using those, and I'm nowhere near finishing my current sketchbook, so I kind of have to ease up on that. I do plan on being alive for a really long time, so I probably will have time to finish those sketchbooks, but I probably shouldn't buy any new ones until I at least start one of those ones that I have in there. So yeah, thank you guys for spending this time with me. I will go ahead and see you in the next video. Bye.